In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to do the star that's affixed to this baby Americanized hat. So if I were the baby, I'd probably wear it a little askew like that, not directly head on, but again, that's up to you. We are using a Luster Sheen by Red Heart. It's a really thin material, and you need the thin in order to create the star to be in proportion. We are using a size D hook, and let's start with the slip knot. Just over your finger twice, over the back, over the forward, and then back, and then push and slip your hook in and pull it snug. Now I would normally do it white to match the tutorial in the background, but the white is not coming up very clear on the camera. So we want to chain 5. This already counts as 1, so let's do 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now what we want to do is create the center ring, just like you see there. Oops. Create the center ring just like you see. So let's do that. So sticking your hook into the very beginning chain, okay, and dropping down your hand so that it forms like a U underneath the hook, and just grab the material again, pulling it through there and through the next one, and voila, you have the center ring. We now want to double crochet ourselves around this ring, so let's begin to chain up 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And now what we're going to do is double crochet. So grab the material going into the very center of the ring, pulling it through 2 and 2. Now the chaining of this counts as 1 double crochet. We want 20 altogether, so in actual fact we've already done 2 double crochets. So let's go. So this will be number 3, 4, 5, and now the straggler is going to be sitting down over top of it. Make sure that you do catch that. So just sticking it in, the straggler will go over top. So this is 6, and just keep holding down that straggler so that it gets fixed into the actual centerpiece. So if you lose count at any point, you can always count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's go 8, 9, 19, and 20. And you will notice now that the one side will appear more fuller than the other, and that's because really 20 doesn't fit around the circle very good, but it will stretch back out as soon as you get working on your project. So let's begin to slip stitch, so just counting up to the second chain. So this was where we started, counting up the second chain, sticking your hook in, and pulling the material through and through. So now you officially have done your first rotation. So we only have one more rotation to go and we're completely done. So this is a very quick tutorial today. So this is the last round that we're going to do. So it's very simple. We've only had to do 3 rounds, the chaining and then the 20. So let's chain up 3. So 1, 2, 3, and that counts as a double crochet. And what we need to do is in the very next line, or next stitch, we just single crochet. So just put your needle down through the stitch, pulling it through, and then pull through 2. Now this is where the fun starts. We're going to start our first point. So in order to do that, we just double crochet ourselves to the second stitch over, pulling it through. So it's a double crochet. And now let's do 2 more into that same spot. This is the one side of the star point. So you have it all together as 3. So I'm going to this is the 3-3 configuration, the triple 3s. So that was 3. So now let's chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And now let's go 3 more double crochets into that exact same spot. And that is going to create your point. This is the exact same pattern that we teach that's in the Afghans. All what we're doing is just reducing our needle size and the yarn to make it much smaller. So we're going to skip over the next stitch, and let's put a single stitch and the second one over. Okay, so now let's double crochet. So let's skip a stitch and go to the second one over, and we're going to do our point of the star in that one. So there's double crochet. Let's do that 3 times in that same hole. Okay, let's create the point. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and going into the same hole now for another 3 double crochets. Okay, so now let's put our single crochet. So we skip the next stitch, go to the second one over for a single, and now let's start your next one. So double crochet, so skip, go to the second one over, and we're going to do our 3, 3, and 3, our triple 3. So 3 double crochet. Oops. Stuff's sometimes thin to work with. I find you do get used to it over time, and by jumping back and forth on the different thicknesses of yarn and needles is quite challenging. At least for me it is. So, and I dropped it again. So let's try it again. So it's triple 3. Chances are you're already ahead of me now because I've dropped it. Okay. Oh shoot, I dropped it again. Okay, so that's 3, and now we're going to skip 1 and single crochet into the second over, skip 1 again and double crochet into the next one, and we're creating the very next point. So your triple 3. So I guess while we're doing this, when I fastened it to this particular hat that you see in the background, the baby's newborn, I didn't fasten it down by the actual edging of the points. I used the in-between points when I fastened it, because I felt that when I had sewed down the actual points, it blended it too much to the hat, so it didn't really stand out as well as I wanted to. So where I actually affixed it was right into the center points of each one of these. So I just came in, came out, and then jumped it over, came in and out, and voila. And so the edging then is loose, so you can fold it up or whatever you like to do. So let's finish this project here. So let's skip 1 and skip 1 again and double crochet. This is the final point and the conclusion of this tutorial of making miniature stars. So there, and let's do the point, 1, 2, and 3, and 3 double crochets into the same hole. Okay, and then what we need to do is just finalize it now with a single crochet, just in, and voila, you are done. So there you go, those are the miniature stars. And you just gotta just shape it up a little bit, and voila, you are done. Oh yeah, I guess we should just cast off while we're on this point, because I'm going to get email on that. So just trim it over your hand. And what I did for that, if you're going to fasten it, trim that. Trim this about 2 feet long, and then use that same string, just use that to help sew it underneath. So then just weave in the edges as you normally would. So there you go, and that's it.